The Latin word for sloth is asadia, which can refer to a kind of spiritual lethargy or a kind of spiritual despair in the face of God's goodness. Asadia. Faith sees God's world as teeming with opportunity. Faith sees God's world as full of fruit. Faith sees God's world as loaded with gold that God put there for us to go find. He gave us work to do, but not meaningless work, meaningful work. A world full of possibilities, a world full of opportunity. But asadia is blind to the goodness and increasingly despairs in seeing anything as worth the effort. Asadia says, I just don't see the point. Asadia says, I just work and nothing happens. What's the point? Dorothy Sayers said that sloth believes in nothing. Sloth is a sort of nihilism. Rushdoony said, sloth means no love for God and no holy joy. No love for God and no holy joy. He continues, asadia empties the world of God's presence and replaces it with oneself. Instead of seeing God and his presence and his goodness and his blessing all around you and saying, okay, which pie do I get to try? Which gold mine am I assigned? Right? That's what the eyes of faith see. This world is full of gold, full of fruit that God has piled up, has embedded in this world for us to go find, to work and find. Faith sees that. Asadia says, I don't see anything. Just pain and toil, meaningless. And ultimately replaces God's presence with all you see is yourself. I just feel tired. I'm just lonely. I just don't, I. And here we can see how a culture that is constantly congratulating itself for all its great accomplishments can end up so melancholy. The more we've talked about self-esteem, the sadder everybody's gotten. I have a suggestion. Let's stop. Self-obsessions are a path of sloth and depression. But if this world is God's gift, how can you be lazy and sad? He says, here, look,